before we wrap it up, two things I wanted to talk about. One will be just about PCT and what I did, and that this is pure fucking terrible shit online that I tried to roll with, and I hope I was right. And the second is like the different qualities of steroids and the availability in Thailand, and we know that this stuff's over the counter now. Obviously, we're not going to say, hey, where do we get that stuff? So let's start. First, let's do PCT. So my PCT. I was doing both Novadex and what's the other one? I did a Remedex on cycle. Yeah. I would take, I think, maybe a quarter pill every other day or every, 2-3 times a week just to...
when you were doing 800 milligrams a test, what were you doing? I got to hear this story.
Just the Sustanon 250, and then post-cycle would have been...
so you were doing like 3 cc's a week-ish?
Right.
Okay.
It was retarded.
Yeah.
I took a flight once and my foot blew up like a balloon. Yeah. It was a nightmare. Yeah. That was from my buddy. He said, he's like, well, the bodybuilders take 3,000. I'm like, you're not a bodybuilder.
It's true. What he said is true. Like, I know guys that
I'm like, yeah. He's like, so I should do 8. I'm like, I don't think that's right. So the PCT, it's Novadex, and what's the other one? A Remedex and
Clomid.
Clomid. Yeah. But so I would take both Novadex and Clomid, and then every week for it was a 4-week PCT. Okay. You I think it started at 50, and you're basically subtracting a little bit every week. I can't remember the exact dosage. Maybe it was 50 milligrams of Clomid and something of Novadex. I was also taking stuff just for the liver, which probably would have been, I don't know, some sort of...
do that anyway.
My milk
liver is really important.
Taking that. And HCG.
Uh-huh.
And
HCG is the shit. I love it.
See, I was taking HCG on cycle because if I don't, my nuts would get to like that. Yeah. And like it would be painful.
Really?
Yeah, like fuck, that hurts. Like, that's when I read online, like, okay, just on cycle take HCG, but not as much as when you go off cycle, and then this is how we're gonna deal with that. And I felt good. But the one thing I found, like at the end of the day, every cycle my weight goes up, and my test levels never come back. Yeah. To whatever they were 4 or 5 years ago, which can have to do with age too. So. Do you have some insight on like standardized PCT and protocols and just something to talk about that?
It depends what you do, really. Like, okay,
let's say just like basic. First
of all, you blew 800 milligrams a test.
So yeah, forget about that one.
Let's say you do a regular TRT.
I was doing about regular all the cycles after were like 300 milligrams.
The first question is, so you keep using the word cycle.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You're not a chick.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But everybody does cycles of steroids. But why do you need to do a cycle of, TRT? Why?
Do you ever need to go off TRT?
Do you?
So that I was interested. Yeah. Can you just stay on it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's TRT.
But then
Listen to the name.
But then
testosterone replacement therapy.
But then your nuts are just going to disappear.
Well, if you're taking a shitload.
Okay. Now, would you do?
If you're taking a regular amount, your nuts. Mine have never changed at all.
Mm. And would you supplement HCG while on it?
Well, that depends on a number of factors. For one, HCG will make you fuck better, and you'll like blow huge loads, which a lot of dudes love. So, like that's good.
Okay.
If you want that, cool. Yeah, definitely. You could also like if you're having ED, there's methods for that. Take some fucking Cialis. Done. Or you could take HCG and it'll be better. You might have wet dreams though. If you're trying to like get your missus pregnant, you can take HCG on cycle or as post cycle. HCG is kind of the go-to in getting your nuts to produce more sperm. That's good for that.
It's kick-starting that process, right?
Yeah. It makes it pump.
Yeah.
It also makes you feel a little bit better. Like sometimes if you use like more hardcore shit, you get this hollow feeling. It's how everybody describes it. You just feel like hollow and brittle, and it'll fix that.